Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Bellied Up podcast. I'm here with my good buddy Charlie. We both wore jeans and a green shirt today.
Yeah, that's wild, Myles. No,
oh my God,
Jared too. Wow,
get in here, Jared. Come over here. Look at his outfit.
Yeah, is this the first time? No, Jared's been on the camera here before, hasn't he? All they can see is our green shirts, though.
There we go.
Let me ask you this, though. Do any of you have a hole in your jean pocket?
No.
Look at that. I got a hole. You guys ever get a hole in your jean pocket?
I hope to aspire that these jeans will get a hole in them someday.
One day they will. I
just bought these recently, and I just can't wait to wear them out.
I mean, how do you get a hole in your jean pocket? I'll tell you how, Myles. You're putting screws in your pocket.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's, I think it started with a screw, and then it just, worked its way around. And now it looks creepy. If I tell people I got a hole in my jean pocket, usually when it comes up in conversation is I'm pulling my wallet out of my shoe. And they're like, do you keep your wallet in your shoe? I was like, I forgot I have a hole in my pocket, Then they're like, well, why do you have a hole in your pocket? And I'm like, holes happen in pockets.
That's true. That is very true, Charlie. Where are we at today, Charlie?
Well, we're at Kegel's, Myles, here in West Allis, Wisconsin. And this is this is a historic bar. Same paint job they had back 100 years ago.
Everything is here from 100 years ago.
Everything
bar
is
top,
original.
Everything.
And these are OGs, too. Like the great-grandmother got busted by the police during Prohibition.
Yep.
And so, I mean, these guys have been doing the Lord's work for a long time.
And I would say, Charlie, we've been to a lot of bars. I don't think we've seen a bar that's over 100 years old that looks in good a shape as this one.
No.
Would you agree with that?
Absolutely not. I can't think of one. Now, just because I can't think of it doesn't mean there's not one, but it's impressive. I mean, and the hand-painted walls. We got monkeys that are playing
They're
poker.
cheating at poker. You see that? They're passing the card below the table there.
Little chimpanzees cheating at poker, And then over here, there's a fella peeing in a beer barrel on the stained glass. And then there's a fellow over here drinking the pee out of the beer barrel. So it's a kinky bar, too. It's not just, it looks upscale, but if you get right into the details, well, it's just as grungy as every other bar, and God love them. Yeah. There's probably some fornication going on one of these walls. There's a drunk king over there. He had a...
You never know what he's getting underneath that robe is,
Well, we can only ascertain. Now, who's the fella next to him dressed in just a sheet? That must be his special friend or his wife.
That might be his wife.
That might be his wife.
A lovely lady, though.
Yeah. Oh, gorgeous.
No, Charlie, I think that, you go to new cities, not new, but you go to cities, there's a list of places that you're like, oh, if I'm going somewhere, I think that I got to put this bar on my list of when we're in town, try to get to.
Yeah. You got to put Kegel's on your list here. And, this was... Even before Kegel's was a thing you did to make stronger your nether regions, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. That's what Jake would say on the drive over here.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're,
this is before that.
This is before that. Yeah. Strengthening the pelvic wall for ladies and fellas, actually. I'm doing some right now, Myles.
Speaking of that, Charlie.
Yeah.
What happened to you this weekend?
I tweaked my left cheese curd. I did. I was dropped this deck at my place, and then I was taking it apart, screw by screw. Well, some of the screws, Myles, they toenailed them in there, and they buried the screw, and I got the chisel out, and I couldn't get it. And then I resorted to the age-old tactic of just kicking the damn thing. And I was holding down one end and kicking with the other, and then I tweaked the cheese curd, or so I thought it was. It was in that general region. And I was like, is it, what's going on? So then I'm Googling it, and of course I got cancer.
The Lance Armstrong special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that there was a physical thing that it was caused, but then I was like, oh no, is this torsion? And I'll let you guys know if you got a set of them on you. Torsion is when one thing wraps around the other thing, and if you got swelling and one's dangling a little lower than the other, or oddly, shit, they're always dangling. One's always dangling a little lower. But I mean, in a way, it's not usually dangling, and you want to be looking at its natural dangles so you have something to compare it to. But if it's cockeyed or something and you got some swelling, well, you got to go to you see a doctor immediately on that. Otherwise, it can cut off circulation to your curd, and then you might as well deep fry it at that point. Okay. So,
and how was your dangle?
Dangle was fine.
Dangle was fine.
Dangle was fine and no swelling. So I says, well, that can't be it. Now, there were a couple other things I looked into, and, I don't think any of those were the cause. And over time now, pain has just gone away.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's classic Midwest guy move by you. If something hurts, just ignore it long enough until it goes away. Don't go to the doctor. Well, don't run off and go, strike up a medical bill.
I mean, if I was considering it only because it was my favorite organ, but I'll tell you this much: if it wasn't, I usually have a thing where if I go 24 hours and it's not, and if it's 24 hours and it's on the up and up, it's getting better and better.
Buck, yeah.
Now, if it goes 48 hours and it's getting worse and worse, then I'll go in. But it's tough. Going to the doctor's a pain in the ass, man,
or a pain in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is. But no, I'm fine. And here, let me just reach into my pocket and see. Yep, still not swollen. So we're good. Pleasure being here with you today, Myles.
Really? It wasn't enough for me to watch you play pocket pool sitting at the bar.
I wasn't playing pool. I was just inspecting the cue ball.
Now I gotta go get a different. We all wearing green shirts, and now I gotta go put a different one on.
I should have called it the 2-ball or the 1-ball.
The what?
Call it the cue ball.
Oh yeah,
which kind of works, but 1-ball, 2-ball would be funnier. Yeah, go get a new shirt on.
Are they nice? Are they nice and shiny like pool balls too?
Yeah, not right now, Myles. But you give me a good reason to, and we'll figure it out. So, should we take some
girlfriend's been out of town for a while?
Yeah, she has. But we're not married yet, Myles, so she hasn't seen any of that type of
smart.
nonsense.
Very smart, yeah. Good Catholic boy.
Mm-hmm. Sure am.
Yeah. Well, should we take some callers, Charlie?
Yeah, let's do it, Myles. Let's do it. All
right, I'll call Jeff now.
That's a delicious little treat I just had. It's an old-fashioned, my man. It gets you hammered, gets you slammered, gets you fucked up, gets you going. It's an old-fashioned... Hello, welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
This is Jeff.
Jeff, how you doing, my guy?
I'm doing great.
Well, belly on up to the bar. I'm here with Myles.
Yeah, Jeff, I heard you got a question about drinking in the garage.
Ooh.
Drinking in the garage? I don't think that was my question.
Oh, shit. Did we get it wrong? Well, what the hell was your question, Jeff?
Hold on. Me and Charlie, what was it? Me and Charlie got a bad memory.
Well, Jeff, you know what? Screw it. Just tell us your question. You're here. We'll get it straight from the horse's mouth.
Okay. So, well, this one is about, it's about my wife and my late mother-in-law and cops in Wisconsin and Bible camp and Lions and Packers and retirement and moving to Wisconsin.
Wow.
Okay.
Pulling up a chair here.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Let's settle up here. What's what do you want to?
Where do we begin?
Tell us what's going on.
Okay. So, can I give you a little background?
You're gonna have to.
Okay. All right. So my wife and I are both Upers, and we relocated to Western North Dakota during the oil boom back in 2012. And then we've been living in Fargo for the last 4 years.
Oh yeah.
And,
fellow Fargo and Charlie.
Yeah, well, you come from Myles part of the world.
It's kind of sad. You're in Fargo. I'm in Milwaukee. It should be the other way around.
It's a long ways away. It's a long ways away. Let me ask you. I was dealing my dial right there. Did I miss where you moved there from?
They were in Western North Dakota for the oil boom, so they've seen the Wild West.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so we were at the time we had lived in Marquette, Michigan for 9 years, and then we moved to Iron Mountain.
Oh yeah,
and then I followed a friend that went out to Stanley. In 2012, and then after our youngest of the three sons graduated from Stanley, and we didn't really have anything keeping us there, we moved over to civilization in Fargo.
You hear that, Charlie? Fargo is civilization.
I couldn't believe he called it that. Yeah. No, it's
Charlie.
It's civilized there for sure. It's the Wild West, though. I'll tell you, the beginning of it, you can gamble in bars there. It's cool.
Oh my gosh. Well,
yeah.
Hey, when I first moved out there, I worked for an engineering firm, and the receptionist was telling me, now this is in 2012 when it was really wild in Williston. She said her friend would go over and she'd be making $1,500 to $2,000 a night in the stripping clubs.
No, in the stripping clubs. Wow.
Yeah.
The paint business back in the day was just booming too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing that though. I'm an engineer. Oh, by the way, Charlie.
Okay. Yeah.
Engineers got to blow off some steam too.
So, by the way, Charlie, I did meet you at Cowboy Jack's in Fargo after you performed at the Fargo Theater a couple of years ago. And I said, I'm a Uper driving a rickshaw in downtown Fargo. And you just kind of gave me a weird look.
Did I? Well, okay, so here's what you got to know about that night is I was actually with my buddy Myles, and one of Myles's friend had some stuff that was legal in Minnesota. And so I was trying, most likely I was trying to be polite because I was losing my mind.
Yeah, he's probably going through some sort of mental spiral.
Yeah, I was doing my best with what I had.
Lights were on, but I don't know if anyone was home, is I think what he's trying to say.
Yeah, so I probably thought you said something else. I was trying to be polite there, but I just said nothing.
Well, you didn't know why a Uper would be driving a rickshaw in downtown Fargo.
Well, I didn't, and now I'm glad that you called and are giving me the full. Why the hell were you driving a rickshaw for fun?
Well, that's my part-time business. I run a pedicab business, and on Friday night and Saturday night, when all the students are out, we go till like 2:30 or 3 in the morning and haul people around Broadway and bring them back home.
You know, you got engineering brain, but you got a pedicab ass, and that's what makes you like the full package. You got a lucky wife, I tell you that much.
I'm a pretty lucky guy. She lets me go out there and pedal around in the wee hours of the morning, and I smell that stuff that is illegal in Fargo yet. But it's legal in Minnesota all the time.
Yeah. You ever take a ripper?
Nope. I've resisted. I have been offered many, many times. there's some interesting.
Just like you've never been to the strip club in Williston. Yeah, we got you, buddy.
Yeah, this isn't a press conference. You can be honest with us. We're at the bar.
Well, hey guys, you guys are celebrities in my family, and so it's got to be G-rated because all the nephews and nieces and aunts and uncles and cousins are going to listen.
Oh shit! Well, I never touch this stuff, to be honest with you. I was just trying to make the 20-somethings laugh. So if those,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
So I didn't know the nieces and nephews were listening. But so, anyways, we met in Fargo, but
keep going. I gotta know where this is going here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm about 7 to 8 years from retirement. My wife's going to be retiring long before that. She robbed the cradle.
Nice.
And so we're starting to think about, hey, where might we want to move back and be closer to family? I'll probably always have a house in Fargo, but maybe a cabin.
Not to brag. He's gonna have multiple homes.
He's got that Fargo primary house.
The cab business is nice, apparently. Yeah.
Hey, Charlie. Next time you're over in Fargo, I will give you and Myles and the crew a free tour like you've never seen, up and down both sides of the Red River of the North, and an unforgettable experience. And we're going to stop at Junkyard Brewery and Drecker Brew Hall and Worst Beer Hall, and we'll do a mobile Bellied Up podcast.
I mean, honestly,
I would, there's just nothing sounds better than getting a full tour of the town you've lived in for 32 years. I just can't think of any other way to spend my time other than that.
What if, Myles, I wanted the full Fargo experience?
Yeah, I'll just meet you up with you at the end. He can drop you off downtown, and I'll meet you there.
I want you to add to my experience.
What are you going to be? Is it going to be like, all right, so there's one of our bridges, and as you can see here, we have a water tower that they recently painted, questionable on whether or not the paint job was good. And then this over here is the Fargo Community Center, which houses the movie prop of the wood chipper from the movie Fargo. And then you'll be like, all right, that concludes our tour.
Myles, what about the...
what else is there?
Well, you got to have a hill somewhere.
Oh, yeah. And here is our only hill in town. It is actually the interstate overpass. Man-made.
Oh, my gosh. Well, Myles, I've had people that have said, I've lived in Fargo my whole life, and I'm 50 years old, and I have never seen this part of Fargo before.
Why?
So I challenge you that you will love it. Okay?
Okay, maybe.
All right.
We still got to get to how your mother-in-law fits into this caper, this crime caper you're about to. I mean, are you just calling to chit chat and you're faking us out with a story here? Because don't get me wrong, it's good chit chat.
This is a real story. Okay, so my wife still has a lot of family up in the Copper Country in Houghton Hancock area.
Oh, sure.
And I've got 3 sisters and lots of nieces and nephews in the Fox Valley and Plymouth. So logical, easy choice is the UP. But I'd love to have northern Wisconsin as an option. I mean, we don't have to go there, but I'd like for my wife to at least consider it.
Yeah.
And right now it's a hard no. It's like there's not a chance in hell. And we love vacationing there, but living there is like no way. So I'm like, why? Yeah. So now the logical answer might be she is a diehard Lions fan. Her whole family. And I am a diehard Packer fan. So that might be the easy thing why, but I started peeling back the layers and I think I figured out why. The real reason, it has nothing to do with our NFL rivals.
An ex-boyfriend.
Nope. So when I first got a job offers out of college in '94, I had one in Wisconsin near Milwaukee, and I had some in Lower Michigan.
Okay.
And it was like, no way in hell are we moving to Pewaukee. But she was so excited about Detroit. So I was like, okay, there's got to be something here going on. Well, I finally figured it out. So her mom, she was not your stereotypical mother-in-law. She was a great lady, and she passed away in 2000. Okay, so
what are you saying about mother-in-laws? What are they usually like?
I don't know. I had a great mother-in-law. She passed away, so she's not here anymore to defend herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say she passed away. You don't have to keep up the saying that stuff, you know.
Kind of believe them, honestly.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, my wife's gonna be listening to this. So
yeah,
great.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We're in a press conference.
Your mother-in-law is great, and your wife is just like her.
You've never smoked weed.
Thanks, Myles.
You've never been to the strip club.
Mm-hmm. We got it. And you go to church twice a week.
Or if you're Catholic, 7 days a week. So anyways, her family is very involved in the church. Her grandfather is pastor for 38 years. Every year, her whole family would go to this Bible camp in Wood Lake in Wisconsin. It's kind of like halfway between Duluth and the Twin Cities.
Oh, yeah.
And if you do a map from Houghton to Wood Lake, are there any major highways that go there?
I don't know. Is it super relevant?
Well, he's
what happened at Bible camp?
Yeah.
You're killing me, dude.
You go through.
I don't care if there's a highway there or not. Let's just hear what happened.
I love it, honestly. I love your twists and turns. You're taking more detours than
Charlie does.
Yeah, which is impressive.
Okay,
I think you are smoking weed, dude.
Her mom had a lead foot and drove one of those big boats, and all those Wisconsin towns, he dropped from 50 down to 25, and she got a boatload of speeding tickets.
Oh, yeah.
And I think my wife and her mom hated Wisconsin because of that, and my wife hated Wisconsin because of that
because of the speeding tickets?
Well, you get enough of them.
Her mom.
They give you an
What,
arrest
she got
warrant.
so many that she's not even allowed in Wisconsin anymore? Like she's on a blacklist of some sort or what?
No, they arrest you.
Well, she probably got out of quite a few. She's a little old lady, so. So I think that's the reason why. So, it's like, what do I
What?
I
see where I was going with this.
I just love how you tell stories, man. I just like you set it up like this was some sort of like a thriller, like Mrs. Robinson thing. Like you were sleeping with your wife and your mother-in-law, and the whole story is my wife don't want to move to Wisconsin because her mom got too many speeding tickets there. Is that the crux of it?
That's the crux of it.
Well, I'm glad I know that you ride rickshaw and how much the strippers in North Dakota were making in 2012. And I'm glad that you had a job in Pewaukee and offers in Detroit and that your wife's a Lions fan. I'm just glad I know you. I feel like I know you better than some of my brothers at this point. And that's
well, when
awesome.
you got like 12, it's hard to keep track of all.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is great. Well, I think we should get that rickshaw ride in.
I think you should.
Now, I do think you would be a great tour guide based off of what just transpired. I think you do probably give way too many details, but that's what people want on a tour.
The thing was, I wasn't bored during any part of this story.
Well, no, you did a great job keeping suspense.
Yeah. And you got a great voice.
Also, I thought this was going to end up at Bible camp, you know?
Yeah.
Like she got an exorcism at Bible camp when she was a kid, you
Right.
know, or something like that. But yeah, just apparently the speeding tickets.
And that's a great gift. And he must get that naturally as a rickshaw driver because people, you know, you're on that thing for a long time. People want stories, but he just throws in these details of like, you know, suggestively saying where something could go, and then it never goes there.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, you throw out, you know, a big story involving you and your mother-in-law, and then Bible camp. I mean, we're waiting for it. We're waiting to find the skeletons under the closet, but never performed here. But it was really good.
I want to let you know that is an insane reason not to live somewhere. I have to get that off my chest.
The speeding tickets of the mother-in-law?
Yeah, my mom got a lot of speeding tickets in Wisconsin, so I can't move there. Where does that math add up in your head?
And she's lived in the shithole of Illinois too for 3 years. So, you know, why Wisconsin's off limits, I don't know.
Well,
she's definitely got some exes in Wisconsin.
Yeah, there's
all her exes live in Wisconsin.
Yes.
I wish it rhymed better.
All my sins. No, that rhymes too much.
Yeah.
All my ex flings. No, that doesn't work.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, I know. It was an idea. Well, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. You know what, though? You know how it is. You grow up hearing, you know, some crawls up your dad's ass or your mom's ass and dies, and you're going to be hearing about it all through your life, you know, and eventually that just seeps in. And, you know, that's why Packers fans hate the Bears so much, you know, and Bears fans hate Packers fans so much.
That's like banning the entire state of Wisconsin from your life because you got too many parking tickets in Milwaukee. You know, well, that's a crazy move.
Yeah. I mean,
not even you getting too many parking tickets. That's like your mom getting too many parking tickets in Milwaukee.
It's conditioning. It's conditioning.
Yeah.
It's like you get told something over and over, you start to believe it. Well, I think you guys start giving your wife some positive Wisconsin experiences. And maybe what you could do is get her on the old rickshaw and go for a cross-country bike to tell her you're going to take her back to Michigan and just break down in Wisconsin accidentally and break down at a nice little cabin up there in Eagle River or Three Lakes or the biggest chain of lakes you can tell her in the world. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I thought Minnesota was the land of 10,000.
Don't even get Charlie started here. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, why don't you bring robots up while you're at it?
Yeah, this is solely getting away from me here.
I tell you this, Jeff. We don't need to tell you how many lakes we got on our license plate because we know. It's kind of like when the guy is talking about how he's packing heat. He's usually just packing a sock.
Just instead brag about how much dairy you got. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sure do. But I think that's the move. Get that rickshaw going. How far can you take that?
Well, I'll have to have a couple of batteries. It's got electric assist, so.
Oh, it's got. Well, you get one of the ones that you know, one of those old generators on those 70s Schwinns that it's got a little thing dragging on the wheel and then it powers the light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Jeff, I used to be a bike mechanic. I'm going to order one of those on eBay. I'm going to put it on your rickshaw next time I'm in Fargo. All right.
Oh man, yeah. I was wondering if you could
do that.
You could teach me some tricks and.
That's ass powered light right there.
That is an awesome idea.
Mm-hmm. Who needs solar power when you got ass power? And Jeff, I know you got it.
It's a real.
How do you know he's got ass power?
Dude's still driving rickshaw.
Okay,
he's got ass power.
Well, man, we appreciate you calling in today, even though we thought you were going to talk about something else that I don't know where that information came from. I'm glad that we didn't talk about that. I'm glad we talked about your mother-in-law getting speeding tickets. So
Me too.
Appreciate it, dude. And you see me around Fargo, come say what's up.
Yeah, if you see me back around, I promise I'll be paying closer attention this time. All right.
Okay.
Tell the dancers we say hi.
Yeah,
Jeff.
just make sure you see Charlie and talk to him like before 9 o'clock. Then he'll be able to carry a conversation with you.
Here's a fun fact: Myles is the one who gave me the edible. Now it all comes out.
I thought they were fruit snacks.
Well, you were wrong.
I don't think that happened.
I was seeing the Kool-Aid man. All right. Well, you be good, Jeff.
All right. Watch out for deer.
All right, you too, especially
See ya.
on that rickshaw. They pop out of nowhere.
So yeah,
I like rickshaws.
I can tell. Yeah, I can really tell you love them.
Yeah. I mean, people don't give those guys enough credit, you know? They don't.
Really?
Yeah, they don't get enough credit. Yeah, they're out there busting their ass, and it's just like,
Oh, can we fit another one on here?
you know, like, yeah, sure. Bring Tiffany on too, Jessica. It's exactly what my sciatica needs right now is another one of you.
I like that impression. Whatever that was great.
Did you?
I'll start working that in more. You should do it in your stand-up.
I should do that. Yeah, maybe let's clip that right there, and then I'll look it back. I don't even know what voice I did. You know what
You lose your train of thought.
No, I was gonna say something to you, but I was like, I was gonna test out a bit on you, and I figure it's probably not the time to do that.
Why?
Well, if I put it on here and then it's like not a surprise on stage, I'll talk to you about it after.
Okay, so if you guys want to figure out what that bit is, you got to go to charliebarons.com and look at his tour.
Oh my gosh. Well, now that you mention it, Myles, yes, I am trying to sell more tickets. charliebarons.com/tour. Coming to a city nearest you. Maybe I'll bring Myles. Oh yeah, play it. Record this.
Yeah.
Yeah, plug that in. Yeah.
Yeah, we got receipts.
Yeah, Jeff. Hey, let your nieces and nephews hear this, you liar. Let's hear it.
Hey, guys. So I left a different one on old fashions and my wife's aversion to moving to Wisconsin. But here's another one. So I'm a Youper. My wife's a Youper. But we moved to North Dakota in 2012, and we've been in Fargo, actually West Fargo, but we've been in the Fargo metro area since 2021. And bought a house in West Fargo, and I am
we gathered that, Jeff, when you said you live in West Fargo.
There's this thing that people sit in their garage in a chair. They got their garage door half open, and they just sit out and look out at the street and drink a beer. And it's like this really weird thing, you know. They don't sit in the backyard around a bonfire. They're just sitting in their garage looking out. And I'm like, what the heck is up with that? Why do they do that? So I'm just a Youper living in Fargo or West Fargo and don't understand the local culture, I guess. But would really like some understanding, especially you, Myles, being from Fargo. Maybe you got some insight into why people do that.
What's actually very funny is every day on my way to work, as I'm leaving my neighborhood, there's an older couple that is always sitting on a lawn chair in their garage, like every morning. Give them a wave every single morning. He does bring up a valid point. Why not just do that in the backyard? And I've done it before.
Yeah,
I've sat on a lawn chair in your garage, and it's kind of nice because in Fargo, the wind is howling at all times. But when you're inside the garage, you don't get as much wind. And so it's like almost like it's a calm day out, but you still are outside. And I think that's probably reason number one.
Interesting, the wind, that you bring that up.
Yeah. When you're in Fargo, wind consumes your life a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it much more so. Here we have a lot of breakers from the wind. But
Yeah.
my grandpa Bob would sit in the garage. I remember he would always sit right in there, and he would stare out on the street. And I remember one day he said, I used to sit here and look at the cows. I used to sit here and count the cows. Now I count the cars. And then he said something mean about someone on a bike. And
Sounds like a happy guy.
yeah, he was though. He loved the garage too, but he loved sitting in the garage. But it's a pleasant thing to watch the traffic go by, to watch people walk by, to watch,
Yeah.
the whole thing. And I do think though, the idea of the garage being half down, I think that's something else. I think that's people ripping heaters in the garage, because otherwise, why wouldn't you have the garage fully up? You're just trying to get the air circulation
It's probably
going.
that guy saw it. The wind was coming at the garage. So that was more wind blockage.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Get a draft down low up into your undercarriage, keep you nice and cool. It's like AC seats.
Got it. Yeah, that is nice. Now that I know that, I gotta say, thanks, Jeff, for bringing not just a great story, but a great voicemail too. We salute
and also, we both were right. He did leave a voicemail about the garage.
Yeah,
but he also left another voicemail about that. So
I get the feeling that Jeff's a chatty Cathy and that he doesn't remember half the things he leaves voicemails.
I would love to see how many times he's actually called in. It's got to be more than that, even.
School's back, and think of all the ways you can get your ass handed to you. You don't look at the stop sign on the bus. You get a notebook that's got a particularly sharp edge on it. Paper cuts.
You're in the school pickup line and someone cuts you off, and you're just trying to pick your kid up from school. You had a long day at work. Someone could end up in a bad spot.
Someone slings a pencil at your dong at the wrong speed.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
If that happens to you, what do you got to do, Charlie?
I think you're going to call Nicolay.
So, yeah, there's all sorts of mishaps that can happen around the heightened experience of going back to school. And so if you find yourself in a tough situation, maybe some injuries of some sort, you got to give Nicolay Law a call, 855-NICOLAY.
Maybe you ate lunch, a chicken sandwich, and you found that there was still a head on the chicken.
Yeah. That's not good.
You might get the bird flu that way.
So give Nicolay a call, guys.
NFL season is back, ladies
Let's go,
and gentlemen.
dude. I've been waiting all year.
Boom. It's going to be a good season, guys. I'm excited, and I want to let you know that Prize Picks is going to give you $50 in lineups. When you play your first $5 lineup, win or lose, you're going to get $50 in lineups. Use the promo code Bellied Up when you sign up today. That's Bellied Up.
One word.
Prize Picks is kicking off the season with their new It's Good to Be Right campaign.
And guess what, Charlie?
What's that?
For week one, they've dropped a Dak Prescott passing yards to just 0.5 yards for Thursday Night Football.
Oh, really?
So he just needs to pass for 1 yard for you to hit that one.
Well, that seems like
it's a good
no-brainer.
It's a good deal.
Yeah.
One completion, that's it. And you're cashing in that pick, Charles. And right now, new users, play your first $5 lineup and get $50 in lineups. Win or lose, download Prize Picks today because it's good to be right. I don't want to be wrong.
No.
If Prize Picks is right. All right, guys. So we have a caller coming up next who said that he got a concussion in a weird way. And Charlie and I are going to try and guess
how
he
got
did
his
it. Concussion.
Do you want to go first?
Where is he from? Does it say?
I like how that's going to factor into your decision.
It does matter a lot.
Yeah. What's that called? I think he ran into the wing.
Because he's an aircraft engineer. I think he fell off the jetway again.
You think he fell off the jetway? I think you get more than a concussion doing that.
It's a Dumb and Dumber joke, Charlie.
Fuck.
How'd you get fired? Fell off the jetway again.
Okay, I'll call him.
Come on. It's all right. I'm a limo driver.
How many times have you watched Dumb and Dumber?
50 plus.
Jared.
Hello, is Jared there?
Yes. How are y'all?
We're good, man. We're good. We want you belly on up to this bar with us because I heard that you're an aircraft engineer and you got injured in a very peculiar way.
You could say that. Something like that.
Yeah.
I just did say that.
You said it.
Yeah. Not only could I did. So what happened?
Yeah. Okay. So for a little context, my sister got married and, I went to this wedding. It was in a beautiful Catholic cathedral. I did the first and second reading at this cathedral.
Double duty.
Yeah. Duality of man with this next part.
Was it 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verses 1 through
Love
20?
is patient, love is kind.
I actually was just at a wedding this last weekend. That was the reading.
I was at a wedding 2 weekends ago for my sister. I did that reading.
Yes.
It's true.
That was one of the readings. I did have to practice it a few times because as an engineer, reading is not my strong suit.
Okay.
We do the wedding. Now we get on the party bus. It's like the groomsmen, bridesmaids, everyone on this bus. And on this party bus, on the way to the reception, there is a pole on this bus. And trying to get the party started, I was looking at this pole and I was like, in my mind, I'm going to do one little twirl on this pole, do my spin. I'm going to mount it just one loop, take a bow, everyone cheers.
Yeah, you're like,
you're amazing.
You're like,
awesome.
if I don't do this now, like I put these tassels on my nipples for no reason. It's gonna be much weirder later at the dance when I take my shirt off and I got tassels on my nipples. They don't know why.
Something like that, yeah. So I jump. I'm on the pole. I'm at 90 degrees now around the pole. I'm like, wow, this is going great. At about 120 degrees around the pole, something terrible happened.
Also, I love this is the most engineer way to describe this story.
Yeah.
In degrees of rotation.
Right. 90 degrees I had. 120. Now I'm thinking, is he up? Is he down?
Yeah, he's like, all right. So the velocity I was rotating at was about 7 miles per hour. Or 7 meters per second. He's an engineer.
Yeah. So you're going to be doing velocity. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. My bad. Okay. Continue. You're now at 120 degrees.
I'm at 120 degrees.
So you're facing the ground. You're more down than you're up.
No. We're doing a loop. The pole.
Going this
like
way.
the center of the pole. Like a clock.
I thought your body was like a second hand on the clock.
No.
Okay.
Well,
So you're riding it normal. Just like you're riding a fire pole.
Sure. And then 120 degrees. Turns out they didn't secure the pole at all at the top.
It was meant to be danced around, not danced on, is what it sounds
like. It's for
there
show.
Was glitter all over
not
for
hoe.
There was no dancing around.
I don't know, dude. I'm starting to wonder if you're a real engineer. A real engineer would have checked the structural integrity of it before he would have just jumped on. I was saying.
I'm kind of with Myles on that one, too.
Sorry for trying to be a fun engineer for once. This is what happened.
And see what happens? It's not possible to be a fun engineer.
Exactly. So, 120 degrees. Something's terribly wrong. I'm no longer pulling myself towards the pole. The pole is now coming towards me because, the centrifugal force.
Yeah.
So at about 180 degrees, with all of my body weight, the pole bashes into my forehead. Now, all is good at this point. Once I get to about 260 degrees, that's when I land on one of the bridesmaids and just crush her beer all over her. And at this point, I land, I look. My first thought, not that I had just gotten bashed in the head with a metal rod. My first thought is, there goes the security deposit.
That's actually what I was wondering, what the damage was in terms of the bill you got to pay.
Well, we'll get there. So I jump up. All of this is on video too. Is the unfortunate thing. One of the wedding photographers was there.
Can we get that footage after this call? Can you send it to us so we can put it in?
Yes. Well,
or is it still under investigation?
Well, no, there's no investigation. It's just I have a job. And, I don't know how much my work wants to see a video of me unsuccessfully twirling around a stripper pole.
Let's
and
find
then
out.
bashing myself.
Let's find out. Send it over
I mean,
right
if they're
now.
worried about that, do you really want to work for that company?
Yeah.
I thought you guys had a work hard, play hard culture.
Well, we'll get to that part too. This is a whole dilemma at this point. So it was about a month and a half ago at this point. So my brain is starting to function again. But yeah, bashed my head in with a stripper pole. The bus driver was just like, that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be secured from the top. And it just came out amazing. So luckily, as you guys said, we didn't have to pay anything because they were like, that was our mistake.
Yeah, because they're worried about getting sued by you, which we have a lawyer for you, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you need to go to nicolaylaw.com.
if you've been injured by a stripper claw not properly secured to the top of your bus,
call 1-855-NICOLAY.
nicolaylaw.com.
Anyways, continue on.
We just had to get an ad read in there.
Yeah, you're good. Like this call could be a consultation.
Honestly, we're gonna count it as that, dude. We're gonna count it. We'll send you $4.99 for your services. That's $4.99. I don't know why I just said that like it was East Coast. East Coast. All right, so you get knocked off this stripper pole. You go into a bridesmaid who's like, "Are you married?" That's probably an awkward thing too.
Yeah, just get a face full of you know what. You know?
Dress.
I don't know what part of this story makes you think that I'm married.
Hey, great. Actually, a great meet cute.
Yeah, isn't it?
You just land amongst her bosoms and you're like, well, fancy meeting you here. It's better than having a cute dog run up to her and be like, I'm so sorry about that. This is way better than that.
This is a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, it is. Did you recently just move back to your hometown after having a giant corporate engineering job?
And you recently got fired for sending your video to a podcast? Dude, we gotta see that video.
Did you go to high school with this girl?
Yeah, I'll share the video with y'all. Don't you worry. It's actually on my Hinge right now. It's not doing too well for me, I don't think. So
it's on your Hinge?
Well, yeah, because I mean,
can you look
it's
people
like
up on Hinge?
Trend I nailed. No, I got you.
He's gonna send it to us.
Oh, send it over, dude. I gotta see this. Yeah, it's on your Hinge. You're fine, because honestly, it's a very human thing, man. It's not like you were hammered or doing weird things with someone. It's just you got on a stripper pole and it wasn't screwed right. And
yeah, so where were you going? You're saying that they didn't make you pay anything because they were worried about getting sued by you. What came after that?
Yeah. So that was my entire thing because it's a small business. I'm not trying to hurt them. I didn't think they purposely planned for me to get bashed in the head with stripper pole. So I was like, we'll be good. Just don't charge us, and I'll be fine. And at this point in time, I didn't think I had a concussion. So like that night, went to the reception, and I wanted to be very clear here. I don't drink, so alcohol was not involved with any of this.
What?
And I'm like, yeah. There was no alcohol involved in any of this.
So, I mean, Charlie, are you ever performing a stripper pole move without any sort of intoxication?
let me just tell you something about these sober people, Myles. Crazy things soup them up, man. Like when you take alcohol out of your system, you can get souped up by a Red Bull and tonic. Like you don't need alcohol at a certain point. It's almost like a superpower, and they just get high on life and see a stripper pole and attack. I know some of these sober people, man. They're wild, crazy animals, and they need that adrenaline to keep them going. And so, where's that video? I want to see that thing.
Yeah. So you were sober, and so you didn't have to worry about. I mean, that's great. You could continue on without worrying about furthering damage to your brain with alcohol.
Yeah. So, and I'll send the pictures as well that came from this because I ended up with a giant knot on my head from this, as you can imagine. And I go out and I'm dancing on the dance floor. And there were a few times throughout the night where I kind of like took a step back and was like, something's not right. Where am I? But then I immediately gained consciousness again and just kept going. And then I flew home the next day. Really where it hit me is I drove to work Monday morning. I sit down to look at my computer and my brain just was not on. So then I had to go explain to my director that like, hey, this weekend I got hit in the head with a stripper pole. I got to go. And like I led up to it. Well, I was like, there was a pole on the party bus. And the first thing he asked me is, was there a pretty lady on the pole? And I was like, yes, it was me. And he was like, just go home. Just go home.
Yeah, your supervisor knows. Let's get the video. It would be good. He's fine.
Did you see a doctor? You're not supposed to go to sleep if you've had a concussion.
No, that's old. That's old.
That's old?
Thinking. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh.
The thing you need is sleep.
So
Yeah.
So that's the thing. This wasn't my first concussion. So I was kind of like, I'm fine. And the symptoms didn't click in until like Monday. So like 48 hours later. But I tried to like push through. Like I missed like a week's worth of work. I tried to go back into work on Friday. I drove there. And then like whenever I sat down at my desk, I was like, I have no clue where I'm at. Something's just not right. So then I drove myself to the hospital like any reasonable person who doesn't know where they're at.
Very Midwest of you.
Maybe I'm concussed. I get that a lot when I sit down at work too.
They add up on you, I'll tell you that. And I mean, the medical staff got a real kick out of it. I do think there was a male nurse there. I think he only got part of the story because he was just like, dude, it happens to the best of us. Like my buddy at a bachelor party broke his nose when a stripper was like twerking on him. I'm like, no, man, no.
How hard does the stripper have to be twerking for you to break your nose? You know,
they do that, man. They do that. My way back in the day, I remember my brother. They took his best man to a strip club, and the strippers on your bachelor party, like it's painful, like BDSM, like they drop on you and stuff, you know. They try to break your willy, you know, and they should, because you're about to get married and you're seeing another lady's whatchamacallit. It's not very Christian of you. Bosoms. So you deserve a little bit of that. So yeah, a fella got his nose broke a bit. That was for the bride. Let's see this video, dude.
Here we go. Okay. Now it's letting me do it here. I'll send you the picture because I had like a giant bruise on my forehead for probably about a week after.
They do say though that if it's swelling on the outside of your forehead or head, that's better than on the inside. So at least you got that going for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you hit your head, you want to get a goose egg because that means that all the damage is on the outside instead of the inside.
Oh, so that's what concussion is, when you get like swelling on the
you basically
inside.
Bruise your brain is essentially what a concussion is of some sort.
Sam, all right, let's see this. All right, look at that.
That's not that bad.
That's not that. Oh, here's a video. Hang on.
No, that's just a photo of the aftermath.
Okay, that's a photo.
There's a little more. Okay.
All right, here it is.
That got you a concussion. I was imagining you started at the top.
Okay, let's watch again.
Yeah.
Who's your filmer? They zoomed in at the exact wrong time.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a World Star video.
Slow down the video.
Okay.
Like you can see me like bash my head. So because you can't really tell that I hit myself in the head. And like you'll also note, I'm not like a big guy. Like I'm 165 pounds, and if I'm taking down this pole, that ain't right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's like some strip joints in North Dakota where I wouldn't support, you know, the strippers that are there, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I was waiting for you guys.
I
really
just
left me out to dry.
I just heard that.
On
I
a
was
thick stripper joke. Come on.
All right, here's so we are one on. Oh, there it is. Oh, right in the noggin, dude. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, good form by you though. You kept it tight to the pole. You know, you were rotating at a good rate.
Dude, shout out to this guy in the green tie. You're fucking hype, man, dude. Look at that guy.
Oh, I think that's the groom. Let me see here. Or no, the one in the back.
Yeah.
No, the one like in the still shot pictures, like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And I was about to land on it. That's the groom. The one in the back is one of the best men.
I love how everyone suddenly is like, oh shit, What do we do now?
Yeah.
Just pull back up and just act like nothing happened.
Well, look, dude, we're glad you're okay, and we're sorry that this didn't go the right way. We're praying for you that your brain gets better and that.
Yeah, concussions are no joke. It can
No, they're
really mess
not.
a guy up.
But more importantly, we want the next time that you see a stripper pole to do. You did the right
Nothing.
thing.
I'm not. No, I'm going away. I'm not doing.
Well, no, this is a great platform to raise stripper pole structural integrity awareness. And maybe you could do like a fun run with it or something, and just
start a charity.
Yeah, start a charity to raise money to
A little 1K.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just to get it going. Just you take what a stripper makes on an average night and just run that, a 1K. And just let people
only
know.
in Williston they're making that. In Fargo it's got to be like
it's got to be
like,
a 2.5K.
Like 3 each, like 3 hundo. Just run a 300-meter dash.
Well,
you can only donate money in the form of ones as well.
Yes, you can only donate in singles. That's a great idea.
Yeah, and then you can your charity can just be donating structural integrity things to stripper poles, so this doesn't happen to anyone else.
And then you should have booths at this event with stripper poles, so people know that a well secured stripper pole is safe and fun to use, and you should not stray away.
Yeah, because we don't want to discourage people from stripper poles after hearing the story.
No, it's a great workout. It is. They have these workouts for. I've done it. Oh, I played a stripper in a television show.
Did you told this story before?
You didn't know that?
And what happened?
It was Hard Times of R.J. Berger. The year was 2010. I was low on money and needed any job I could have.
That's so funny. I'm like a senior in high school at this time, and you're doing strip gigs for movies.
I was broke, man. I was taking the used bagels or the lightly used bagels, the lightly stale bagels from the production company.
What does a lightly used bagel look like? Like if someone doesn't finish their bagel at the shop, they got 2 bites left. You're keeping that for yourself, or what is
Myles,
a lightly used bagel?
We all have been there when someone pulls apart a bagel and leaves a couple clips there. You take that.
I don't know.
Yeah, someone comes into the box of bagels and there's some that were not used. I obviously saved those from the trash, but some people pulled them apart and left half of a bagel there. Or they came with a knife and they just cut pieces of it. Well, I took the ones that had not been consumed yet. It was that simple. And so I was in need of some money, and a friend of a friend knew that I was broke and trying to be an actor, and they asked me if I wanted a extra role on this MTV show, The Hard Times of R.J. Berger. And I said, oh, yeah, this is my shot. And I had done
You had one shot.
If you have one shot.
To seize everything you ever...
My opportunity, my moment, and I had some experience. I worked as a model at a senior citizen home for figure drawing before.
Yeah, you told us that. Yeah,
and I even took off my clothing for the woman who was doing the program, and she took a picture of me for a painting of hers. So I had been in the nude business before, so I figured, how bad could this be? Well, it wasn't bad at all. It was very fun, actually, freeing being up there on the pole. I was dressed as a Scotsman, as in a kilt, yeah. And you can see me. I'm partially in focus for part of this. It's still on the internet somewhere.
All right, we're gonna have to find that. We're gonna have to pull tape here.
But anyways, my point in saying all this is stripper poles are a good workout, and they can bring out your inner child, and they're a good financial investment for small business owners and also ladies of the pole. So what is really needed here is to make sure that our tradesmen are first of all, if there's not a stud in there, we got to secure it.
Got to anchor it somehow.
Anchor it, and metal anchors. Don't be going using drywall anchors in the bus. It's a goddamn problem here. They're probably using drywall anchors. I told you once. I told you before. When you're putting a stripper pole in the bus, you don't use the gosh dang drywall anchors, huh? Were you using drywall screws too? You fuck son of a bitch. That's the conversation that needed to happen after that. And I still think that you let them off the hook, and someone's got to get, properly smacked around a little bit for not.
I was gonna say compensated.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know you were.
I don't need smacked around anymore.
Yeah, he's already been smacked around.
Not
dude.
you, the guy who screwed up drilling it. Well, you can't go beating employees. That's not nice.
So you want to go eye for an eye here for this scenario?
No, that's
a forehead
not.
for a whorehead. Forehead. A forehead for a whorehead.
I figured
You want to go pull for pull.
Forgetting would be as good as a confession for twirling around a stripper pole seductively, as you guys can tell. I figured that would just serve as a 1-for-1, so I didn't need to go to confession after.
Yeah. True.
There's no shame in going on that stripper pole. I think you should contact. Well, you don't want to sue him. I respect that, but
if you do, we know a guy.
Nicholas.
So are you? You're doing good now, though, or?
You could say that. I mean, it's my third concussion, so I'm still getting headaches every so often. I actually pre-medicated for this, took a Tylenol.
Okay, wow.
When did this happen?
Oh, I think it was like July 17th.
Okay,
Like a month ago.
And have you been? What'd the doctor say?
They were just like, stop hitting yourself in the head. If you don't get better, then you're going to need to go see like a neurologist. But I started to improve. So like I can look at my phone again and like work, and I know where I'm at. But every so often a headache happens. That's normal.
I don't know, man. I'd talk to I'd go see a neurologist. Make sure this one didn't knock you a little loose in the goose, man.
I got one more question for you. Are your parents proud of you?
Well, that's actually like my parents. I asked them at the reception. I'm like, you have one child that's getting married, and they're both doctors. And then you have a son
that makes it so much worse for you. That makes
and then
talk about salt in the wound. Oh man, your brother's a doctor, and so is his wife. Oof.
Yes. So like I was just like, you have like one of your children's getting married today, and the other one bashed his head with a stripper pole. Which one are you more proud of? And they said it's a close one, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Charlie based on the stories he tells about his family. I might be at the bottom of the list.
It's nice that we can unite in this way, man. Find that common ground,
Yeah. Yeah, I think you and I got a lot in common. I'm just a dumb jet engine engineer to the family. And
I'm just a dumb comedian, man, with a big family.
Yeah.
Well, look, I hope you're not working for Boeing, because the last thing they need is someone with 3 concussions building their shit, dude. It's already falling out of the sky. Gotta just stay away from the airplane for a little while.
We get a call from Boeing after this episode, and they're like, take this down. This is bad PR for us.
Take this down or we'll kill you. That's what they do. Boeing kills people. Allegedly, if they talk shit about them. Who do you work for?
No.
Come on, bro.
It's not Boeing. It's not Boeing.
That's all that matters.
Spirit?
It's not Boeing. No.
What's the one with the 2 words? Oh, it's Airbus.
Airbus. It's one word. That's a French company.
So it's not that one. Lockheed Martin.
No, I'm not a big military guy.
Good for you, man. Fuck all that stuff. Fuck those drones. Fuck Palantir. Let's see. Who else? Oh, it's probably Gulfstream.
No. It's jet engines, so it's not airframes.
I don't even know the difference. I'm just naming off companies I'm thinking of.
Not really that relevant.
Yeah. Well, this was fun, man. It was good talking to you. And we hope you're better. Okay. If you start getting if it starts going sideways, make sure you see one of your brother or sister-in-law. Okay, they'll hook you up with a good neurologist. Don't just take the first one off out of the box, man, because you want an experienced neurologist. So
don't worry. Whenever I landed, they all did like a medical exam on me. They were like, "How many fingers am I holding up? What day is it? Where are you?" And
That's
lucky
great.
enough, I was brilliant, so I passed that quiz.
Okay. Well, good. I don't know if that really means anything, but I'm glad and happy for you. And we're
I
gonna
can count the chances, so I'm vibing.
Okay, cool, man. Well, keep fighting the good fight, and we'll see you soon. Every time we look up, we'll think of you.
Yeah. Watch out
Thank
for
you.
stripper poles.
Yes, you stripper pole. Just think of Jared, the engineer who bashed his head into one.
Yep.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers, man.
Have a good one.
Well, y'all have a good one, and stay safe.
All
Stay
right.
away from the poles.
You too, man. You too.
I mean, it was only a matter of time. I mean, what do these bus companies expect putting a pole on a party bus?
Yeah, man. I like a good bar with a bus.
Like a bar in a bus?
No, like I want to get to that point where I can own a bar that owns a bus.
Okay.
I
didn't know this was a dream of yours.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, that's
For a long time, I wanted to own a bar, but I was like, dream bigger.
So you'd like a bar with a party bus.
I want to own a bar that owns a bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's great. I think it can happen for you.
well, we don't know yet. We don't know.
Well, is that it, Jared? We got a voicemail.
Oh, we got a voicemail here.
All right.
Charlie is better looking than Myles. Goodbye.
What why is your brother calling into this show?
I mean, I don't think anyone is arguing with that. I don't. He said it like it was taboo to say. He said it like there was, that it was common knowledge that I am better looking than you, and I just don't think that that's the general consensus. That's like him calling in and going, "Cancer is bad."
Oh, I don't know, Myles. I think you're a good-looking guy, myself, personally.
Charlie, when you and I go to a bar together, all I get coming up wanting to hang out is big, sweaty, blue-collar dudes. And
You're
when
right.
you go to a bar,
I'm getting those 45-year-olds,
No,
3
they're younger
kids,
than
4
45.
tattoos. That's.
hey, even if that's true, that's still women.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I do get that once in a while, and that's nice. It feels nice sometimes, But there are better looking people than me, that's for sure.
And so, what does that say about me?
I mean, it says everything's relative, And
Yeah, I'm like a Fargo 7. Give me that, right?
I think you're like a Fargo 9, man.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Fargo 9, so that makes me a Milwaukee 6. Yeah.
No, Fargo 9 would make you a Milwaukee 7.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No, Milwaukee 7.5. That'd be funny to do, to have a table, a mathematical
like a
table of the
ranking,
city and the
city,
ranking.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make that. That'd be funny. Is that a quick video we can do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
We
as a
should do
video.
that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, is that it, Jared? Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Bellied Up Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. And as always,
Tip your bartender.
Tip your bartender. We'll see you in the next one.
Okay, hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye now. Toodaloo.